At this time, the competitive edge we might have against the competition is extremely important. Achieving high standing in the privileged sectors is what will take our company to be a leader among the different industries. Mexico is a clear example of development and growth. We are the 7th largest producer of light vehicles worldwide, producing 33.22 units annually. We can also boast about being the 4th largest exporter of light vehicles in the world, with 2.64 million units annually. This clearly shows that Mexico is the new manufacturing power in the world. We have big light vehicle assembly companies along the national territory like Ford, Chrysler, GM, Fiat, BMW, Volkswagen, Honda, Toyota, Mazda, Hyundai, Mercedes-Benz, Infiniti, Nissan, and Audi. Each one of these brands have placed their trust in our country to produce their cars. We also have heavy vehicle assembly companies like Mercedes-Benz, Volkswagen, Isuzu, Hino, MAN, Dina, International, Kenworth, Scania, Cummins, and Volvo. Coahuila stands out for its constant evolution and cutting edge, and this has taken us to turn into the 3rd largest exporter in Mexico since $31.7 billion crossed the border with the United States of America. This dynamism calls for Coahuila to be the 9th economic power and the 5th most populous state in Mexico. Being a state filled with opportunity, it calls for its citizens to surpass themselves through proper education. We can boast about the fact that the average schooling for the workforce is 10 years, and that every year 80,000 people join this workforce. This provides the state economy with the most important resource for the industry: qualified manpower. The excellent road network connectivity is a huge advantage because Coahuila's proximity with other states turns into a center point that connects the states in the center with the ones in the north. Cities like Monterrey, Chihuahua, Aguascalientes, San Luis Potosí, Guadalajara, Querétaro, and Mexico City, as well as the seaport cities of the country like Mazatlan, Tampico, Manzanillo, and Lázaro Cárdenas, are connected by roads and railways to Torreon, highlighting, of course, the proximity with the United States, being able to get to every border city in Texas like El Paso, Laredo, McAllen, and Eagle Pass. This makes it possible to export products from Torreon to the United States West Coast, Midwest, and East Coast. The Mexican industrial clusters provide a competitive advantage because they form an important market that can be exploited and where a huge amount of qualified manpower is accumulated. There are 3 big industrial clusters in Mexico: Northern Industrial Cluster, Bajío Industrial Cluster, and Mexico City Industrial Cluster. When analyzing all 3 of them, we can observe that Mexico City has the largest population and the largest economy, followed by the Northern Industrial Cluster, formed by Torreon, Saltillo, and Monterrey. And finally, the Bajío Industrial Cluster, formed by León, San Luis Potosí, Querétaro, and Aguascalientes. This is where Torreon stands out for its strategic position, turning it into one of the most important logistics hubs in Mexico. 2 of the 3 main logistic lines of the country cross the city of Torreon, with first-class roads and railways. Torreon gives a company the possibility to reach the complete border with Texas, which represents more than 50% of the flow of goods between the United States of America and Mexico. Torreon not only has outstanding land accessibility, but also has the Francisco Sarabia International Airport that provides direct flights to different parts of Mexico, like Tijuana, Cancun, Hermosillo, Chihuahua, Guadalajara, Mexico City, and also to cities in the United States like Houston and Dallas. For all these reasons, a lot of people have chosen to live in this city. This turns Torreon into the 9th most populous metropolitan area in Mexico. And on top of that, we rely on the great quality of life that this city provides. We have 32 impeccable quality hospitals, 3 shopping malls where you can find the best brands, more than 20 hotels that provide first-class conference areas and great accommodations for tourists. Banking institutions are essential, so we have more than 65 banks. We have 3 outstanding golf clubs, and if that were not enough, we are proud of being home to 3 professional sports teams for baseball, basketball, and soccer. The sum of all these assets makes Torreon to be a pearl in the desert and an excellent choice for doing business, living in, and visiting. Education is an extremely important matter for the economic development of a region. Torreon has 30 excellent quality universities of great prestige for the country. Our 23 technical schools provide the industry with prepared technicians. This shows that Torreon has what every company needs: super qualified workforce to meet the production needs that are more and more demanding every day, as well as top-class professionals to lead their companies. This is why the professional training is complete and highly qualified. Our average annual number of university graduates is 1,527 for the following engineering degrees: electrical engineering, electronic engineering, electromechanical engineering, mechatronics, industrial engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, systems engineering, and information technology, among others. Regarding workforce, we provide one of the most qualified in the country, with graduates from the best schools and universities. The average annual number of technical school graduates is 3,165 for the following careers: tools engineering, electronics, manufacturing methods, electrical engineering, automotive service, plant maintenance, mechatronics, textile, and electromechanics. These many universities and technical schools create a high supply of professionals and workforce, and this is why the region of La Laguna is the metropolitan area in the north that provides the lowest labor costs. Let's now talk about land costs and leisure. Torreon is an excellent choice for establishing new manufacturing companies because, combined with the great advantage of its geographic location, skilled workforce, and outstanding communication routes both terrestrial and aerial, there is the low cost of land compared with the rest of states in Mexico. Torreon is known for being an industrial city. There is a high industrial activity in the areas focused primarily within the automotive, metallurgy, electronics, food and textile sectors. To sum up, Torreon is the best choice for industry. FDI ranks Torreon 4th in the category of large American cities of the future, cost effectiveness 2015-2016, and 1st in Mexico. Torreon provides land ready for construction within industrial parks with all essential services, convenient geographic location near the U.S. border, and excellent positioning for trade within the Mexican territory. Highly qualified suppliers for each and every sector. Top-rated workforce and the lowest labor costs in the north. High quality of life standards. Company unions. Pro-business government. Vast expanse of land for company growth if necessary. Parque Industrial Centenario Coahuila is a long-term project, a venue which will host important national and international companies. A flexible solution has been designed under this premise for its proper growth and function from its early stages. The project is accessed by its north side. An important entrance is emphasized by the abundant trees and a capacious roundabout that, besides providing a proper road service, generates a large entrance with a representative sculpture located on the center. Moreover, the access is bordered by a corporate center that arises from a multi-purpose plaza. This center will be part of the diverse range of options available for the project's users. PICC, Parque Industrial Centenario Coahuila, is organized around a continuous loop of streets ordered according to their importance. This is so to facilitate and provide the necessary services to all the subdivided plots of the land located within the terrain. Furthermore, The project is also connected by a bike transit system that serves as an alternative vehicular route. The main street is a large boulevard filled with trees on either side of the street and spacious sidewalks with well-endowed urban equipment. This new industrial park arrives to the city to generate a self-sufficient and both environmentally and socially conscious space. Within the project, there will be a vast series of systems for water recollection, water treatment, composting, industrial waste treatment, and garbage recycling, among other sustainable features. Regarding the social aspect, PICC will directly generate a large amount of employment that will benefit directly the neighboring villages and detonate the urban development of the adjacent areas. Likewise, this project will provide sports facilities that will be available for the park's users and will be open towards the community. The park will feature a variety of facilities and services that complement the subdivided spaces. These areas contribute to generate a self-sufficient place endowed with the necessary elements such as gas stations, fire public safety, public security, healthcare centers, daycare, banks, commercial businesses, and industrial hardware shops, among other varieties of services and equipment. The industrial area contains plots of lands at around 3 to 5 hectares, flexible, with the possibility to merge into larger and suitable plots of land required by the consumer. Located on the southwest area of the terrain, a railway line manages to connect 9 different parcels, providing the possibility of generating rail spurs into their plots of land.